And now it's time for another Board Game Brawl unboxing with Nick Minahan, sponsored by BoardGameBliss.com.
This is The Others 7 Sins. This is the big release from Cool Mini or Not in the past 6 to 8 months. Lots and lots of hype about it. It just got released for resale at Gen Con, which frustrated a lot of backers, including myself, but then miraculously mine came in the mail today. But that's still not a right thing for them to have done, because there's a lot of people, especially overseas, who are not going to get it for a very long time. Regardless of all that, I'm going to do an unboxing for this and then hopefully get a review out very quickly. But as you can tell, it's a huge box. And by the way, I didn't get everything for it. I got all of the exclusive stuff, the stuff I won't be able to buy later. But other than that, it's nothing, not a lot of other extras. So let's go ahead and get this done as best I possibly can. But yeah, I'm sorry guys, I gotta hurry, so I might cut some corners on this, but at least you can see what a pledge will look like. So, alright, so right off the bat, Apocalypse Extras. I think, yeah, because I did order the Apocalypse box, which I think was going to be exclusive. So, there's miniatures, Quanta. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get a lot of complaints about not taking a lot of time to show off the miniatures. But that's okay. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so as you can tell, there's a ton of things here. I'll get through what I can. Alright, let's just take them all out for now. You can watch me popping them all out. So much. Oh boy. I probably bit off more than I can chew trying to do this right now. I haven't even gotten to the base game box, by the way. Oh boy. There's all the Sins. Here's the Apocalypse box. We're going to get to all this. Don't worry. I can't cut that many corners. Let's get this down to the floor and move these, because we're going to do the main box first. Okay. Boom. That is the Others box. It'll look better once I have... I'm throwing stuff away. Once I've actually taken that shrink wrap off, let's do that. Let's focus out a bit. Okay. Alright, focus a bit more. Alright, so there it is. There's the Others board game. They're big boxes, just like the zombie side boxes. Okay, so what do we got in here? We got a rule book. Hey, rule book, that's new and innovative. Lots of token sheets I'm not going to open, except there is something else in there, so I guess I will. As you can already see, a miniature in there. Good, heavy stock tokens, it feels like. Those two sheets of almost look the same. Although these are just cardboard, or I'm sorry, cover stock, which are the different scenarios. Cool, that's cool though. Yeah, I don't really care if those are just cover stock. Okay. We have cards, Hellfire Mutation. Here's Dark Past. Boy, even doing the unboxing now, there's no way I can have this ready for my group in time. There's so much to it. So, this is probably a fool's errand. Too late now, I'm committed. So, this miniature I'll take out. Well, this is a pain in the butt. There you go. This is... I'm sorry. I forget. I'm going to look because I don't want to be ignorant and have people correct me. But this is the avatar of one of the Sins. So let's take a look real quick. That one is Pride. Which is interesting because Pride was like the most powerful of the Sins from Fullmetal Alchemist, but he's the first one you fight in this game. Well, it may not mean anything. Their powers might be comparable. I see a corrupted hobo in the back. Bases. This is the thing that Cool Mini now started doing in the last year or so that is pretty good, actually. Rather than just, have every single miniature be a different color, which they did with the first couple seasons of Zombicide. Maybe 3 seasons of Zombicide. The members of Faith. This guy is the Rat Man or something. Maybe he's a werewolf or something like that. He's some sort of shapeshifter. Alright, it's cool. More miniatures. Here's by the way, guys, I'm sorry. I did skip by the dice. You probably care about those. Engraved dice. Cool. Much nicer than the Zombicide dice. You have heart tokens. Just like Arcadia Quest. These look like corruption. There's some sort of corruption or eldritch thing. Okay. Where were we? Oh yeah, I was just taking those miniatures out. So here's bad guys. Or not the good guys. Like a bag lady or something. They look like pretty good quality per Cool Mini or not standard, I suppose. Here are more nasty minions of Pride. That's cool. Neato. And just imagine, this could have been a Fullmetal Alchemist game. But no! They had to go in an original direction. It's just not fair, man. Just not fair. Okay, is there anything else at the bottom of this box? I don't think so. This is just padding. Unless there's a secret. Is there a secret? Is there a do not open ever card? No. Okay, then. We'll get to that. I'm going to open those in my hand right now. Just the player boards. And then I've decided while I'm talking to cut back on time, I'm going to open up all the other stuff later. So I can at least play the base game with my group, which is probably what I would do anyways, and we'll unbox all the rest of that at some other point. Alright, but I'll splice it together into this video, maybe. Either that or I'll do it separately. I don't know. Pride. Oh, Sloth is in the same box. Alright, so that was Sloth as well. What the? Oh, I see. Cool. So this is a template for the shape-shifting guy. That's neat. That's a good idea, actually. Oh, and these punch out? Well, because you're supposed to put your tokens in there. Yeah, and there's the guy that transforms. So, in case you need me to illustrate it for you, go like that. That's neat. I actually like that idea. Cool. So they all look like on the back. That is the alpha team, but one of the boxes I had was the beta team. Not to be confused with the beta band, which is a very good band. Oh, these are our teeth. There. Sorry. It's just easier if I open it like this off camera, but then I'll show you the fruits of my labor. These are just the board tiles with a couple of other things. Apparently these are like, I don't know if they're non-combatants or just NPC things you can run into. Corrupted Nun. Acolytes are what they're properly called. Corrupted Doctor. Corrupted Hobo. As if there's any other kind, honestly. For God's sakes, hobos. Get your act together, hobos. Enough of that. Alright, are they all like that on the back? Probably so. How come they're not double-sided? I guess they don't need to be. But I presume the big box expansions have more of these. They look really cool. It's really cool artwork. This is another Eric Lang game, which is hard to say. Auld Lang Syne. This is from Cool Mini. So, I mean, just like Blood Rage before it, I assume this will. They're nothing alike, but I assume this will be a very high quality, high production game. All right, so that is everything that's in the base box of the others 7 Sins. come right back in a moment in your time, and we'll go through some of the stuff that comes in the other boxes. Alright, peeps, the next step in our unboxing epic journey is for the others. Are the other boxes for the other sins. So there's 2 sins in the main box, as we just saw. You had Pride and you had Sloth. So now you have Envy, Lust, Gluttony, Greed, Wrath. I don't know if there's a specific order they're supposed to be in, but there you have it. So each of these is an extra box. These all came with my Kickstarter pledge, but of course, I believe you can... These are not Kickstarter exclusives by any means. I don't believe these are, at least. Other things are. But you can buy these separately when the game hits retail. So we're going to go one by one and open each of these. So we're going to start off with Envy, because that just happens to be the one that I have on top. And again, I'm not going to go over every exhaustive detail of this, the cards that might be in here, but to at least show you what you're getting for your money, and as far as the miniatures go. And yes, there was a significant time lapse between the first part of this video and now, so I'm not quite as rushed, but nevertheless, I don't think you want to watch a 2-hour-long unboxing, because I have a lot of stuff. So this is Envy. Is she great? And more custom dice. Cool. And we'll get to that in a second, but here's just their card. I'm not going to open the tiny packs of cards. Those are so annoying to open in a rush. Oh, wow. They really stuffed this in here. Okay. That's Envy's Envy card. This just shows... Beware heroes that take of the bounty. Okay. And then the miniatures themselves, which is taped down. Is it? Maybe not. Just throw them everywhere. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm going to show you close up what they look like. Okay. They're not marked, so I don't know. That's 063. You know 063. Here's another one. Actually, these all look unique. No, they're not all unique, but close. A lot of different ones. Neato. Huh. Interestingly, Envy from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is pretty grotesque. It looked like a Kingdom Death monster in his true form. So there's, and I'm guessing, I don't know this for sure, that this is her human form and then like real, or the Avatar battle form. Okay, let's get this out of the way as neatly as possible, because we're going to run out of space quickly. Here's Lust. Let's get that wrap off. I wonder, it kind of feels inauthentic to not include this, but man, I wouldn't mind pre-unwrapping this plastic at least. This takes a long time. It's super aggravating, and I can't really show it on camera anyways, but anyways. There's Lust. Let's see, was out of focus? There you go. Okay. Dice. And see if we can do this without flying everywhere. Barely. Okay. Neat. Okay, and there's Lust's human form. I'm only speculating. I think so, though. And then, ew. All right. So there's that, and of course you do have the board for that one as well. There's the different forms. Okay. Gluttony, Greed, and Wrath. 3 more to do. Well, we'll take the wrap off first. Okay. There's looking just gorgeous in her summer attire. And they really lock these things up like Fort Knox. Like, you're already in the box, dude. You really have to tape this shut, too? It's not going anywhere. There's no negative space in the box. Very attractive, as usual. If you squint, this is half attractive. But, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I mean, come on now. Great miniatures if you're doing an aberrant campaign in D&D. That's for sure. Okay, Greed. This one I got easy. Okay. There's Greed. Okay. So not a lot of content, as you can see. Not a lot of cards or anything, but... There's that. Okay. Excuse me, I've got the sniffles. Okay, there's Greed's avatar, human form, and some of these little creature spawns. Okay. And one last one, which is Wrath. Whoops. Okay, so this is Wrath. And okay. There he is in all of his glory. Painting these would probably make them look a bajillion times better, of course, as with anything. So, here's his human form. And these Hounds of Hell. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's it for the Sins, the extra Sins. So let's go ahead and look at some of the extra character packs for the players. Alright, now we're going to go through the character packs. These are for the Faith organization, Faith, which does stand for something that's long and obtuse. But these are extra character packs, so there are more things that the players can play as. I can't remember if the Beta and Omega Team boxes are exclusive, but I'm almost positive the Men of Faith is exclusive. Well, let's knock out that one first. That's really small. So... this one's a bit odd because, as the name implies, it's all about different people from different cultures. There's like a voodoo guy and Hindu faith. It's just like, I don't know, it's probably a Sikh, I guess. But it's interesting to see that they're flirting with that potential disaster. Hold on, I'm going to get a knife finally. This is getting really aggravating to open up the shrink wrap. Okay. So, there we go. I'll go ahead and pop this open so we can actually see what their names are. Okay, so you have Kirpan, Rajiv, Augustine, or Augustine, Zai, and Bones. So not, not a lot of sensitivity there, but in any case. Let's just dump them out. Here we go. Alright. That guy looks cool. Cool gun. And then that. Okay, so let's move on to the bigger character boxes. The Beta team and the Omega team. Alright, so these are just a lot more characters. But in a rather big box, which means this probably adds more than just the characters themselves. Some more tiles that I can see actually from what the other box says right now. So there's all the stuff in there. Okay. here's a better look at that artwork. Okay. Story maps for each of the different characters and whatnot. Well, maybe not, actually. Okay, different tiles. Might be worth taking a look at real quick. By the way, just so you know, they're not double-sided. These are all like the same image on the back than on the front. I like the art on these, actually. I don't know, it's very well done. Alright, and then heroes. You can see their minis right there. Freder. Kanga, which looks like one of the Navid, which is very silly. Elle, she looks cool. Polly, who is a little person, but very strangely designed. And then Will, who looks like generic soldier man. Okay. And then there are acolytes. I'm not going to open that, but there's just an example. The corrupted police. Upgrades, so things like Gatling gun. It's pretty cool. And more of the custom dice, the faith dice. Alright, and then we have the miniatures themselves. Okay, well, that was a disaster, but fair enough. This might actually be one of the the Men of Faith. Sorry, but okay. There's the one character that looked cooler than the rest of them. Although it looks like she's skiing if you squint. There's the Navid. Is that what they call the Navi? Is it Navi or Navid? Navid might be some comedian's name. Here's the acolytes. Show you a couple of them. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show you out of that one. And then last we have the Omega box. So let's get to that. Let's pop that open first. Okay, just take a look at that artwork. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be comparable to the other box. Alright, so here we go. Another one of those scenario books. And then the tiles. The tiles are interesting. We should show you those. Yeah, there's less miniatures in this box. Again, if someone wants to clarify in the comments, because I know I don't know all this stuff off the top of my head, if someone wants to clarify what's exclusive, what's not, I'd be more than happy for you to correct me on that. But I'm pretty sure these will be available at some point. But you know, Cool Me or Not loves their exclusives. As if it matters at this point. They can just print money, but they still have to insist on having exclusives. Whatever. That's a whole other rant. Alright, so there's more tiles. They're all different, which is good. Oh, and there's the dice bags and things in here. 7 Sins. And it's not very high quality. This is just iron on. You could tell. I could do that at work, actually. Alright, but I'm going to open up the character tiles. Almost stabbed myself. But it's worth it. Let's see. Well, actually, I didn't really look at the back of these. So, these all say that they're from, like, the Omega team, right? Okay. But this guy says he's from the Sons of Ragnarok. Baldur. There's Calavera. You only understand what you fight. PhD. Nicole. Rosario. She's cool looking. And Adrian. Okay. There's that. Cards. I'm not actually sure what those are. Nicholas rises from the flame. I've been saying that. And then the minis themselves. God, I hate that they tape these shut. Again, there's no negative space in these boxes. They don't need to do this. They only do it to aggravate you. I'm sure of it.
So yes, this must be some other type of optional monster you can face, because that's from the card, and that thing is gross looking. Okay. That is pleasant. Heroes. I'm just going to show you a couple of these that look the coolest. Woohoo! And sure, the guy with the Gatling gun. Alright, so those are the optional character packs. Last thing we're going to take a look at is the Apocalypse box, which a lot of people were interested in. Alright guys, this is the last thing. I know this has been way too long, but this is the Apocalypse box, the piece de resistance, as some would say. And yes, I did take the plastic wrap off ahead of time, so I was getting annoyed with struggling with it while the camera was rolling. But this is the Apocalypse box. It's got quite a bit of stuff inside of it, but it's all monsters, mostly, of course. So here's what we go. You have the details of all the expansion content. You've got, this is the scenario board, the end times, which goes along with all the scenario boards from the core game, of course. You have new tiles, which, here we go. This I'll have to do on camera, but I can do this quickly. I don't care about scratching them. Sacrilege! Apparently I do. Hold on. There you go. Got it. Whoa, cool. I didn't really look at this as I was opening it. That's like a giant octopus with a roller coaster. Neat. As I said before, these are not double-sided. There's that. These are much more detailed. And that's a monster. That's just a fellow helicopter. Okay, so those new tiles. The Apocalypse track. That's different. Let's take a look at that. Summon an Apocalypse Demon. Apocalypse becomes a 5/5. Summon an Apocalypse Demon. Okay. This gets worse and worse. And cards I'm not going to open, but, well, maybe we will. Why not? What else is there in here besides the miniatures? Might as well. Okay. Here you got Apocalypse, War, Famine, Pestilence. So it is the Four Horsemen and Apocalypse, but it's not the X-Men. I swear to God, we're not inspired by the X-Men. It's all biblical. Okay, so that's cool. And upgraded cards like the Lightning Cannon. That's cool. That's neat. But alright, the miniatures. That's what everyone really cares about, right? The miniatures. So let's get them out of this. They're coffin. They're transparent coffin like Stalin. Let's see here. So we'll look at the man himself, so to speak. That's Apocalypse. That is one crazy looking thing. I think even Kingdom Death is more subtle than that. This is, I don't know, I could guess all of these without actually looking back to the cards, but that looks like it would be War. I don't care. I'm not going to guess. That was really good, though. Like, really good. These are the most impressive models I've seen for this game so far. Wow. Very, very neat. Well, okay. Folks, finally, that is everything in my Kickstarter pledge for the others. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a review of all of the expansion stuff, because most of it, if it's like other Cool Mini or Not games, is just very, very similar. It doesn't really merit that, but I'll definitely do a review of the core game at the very least. Expect that within the next few days. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon. And make sure to check out our sponsor, Board Game Bliss, where you can find an amazing selection of games from around the world. BoardGameBliss.com. Thanks for your support.